Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody out there in social media land, whether you're watching us on Facebook, uh, YouTube, any of the other social media pages out there. Thank you for watching, no matter what time it is. Hello, America. Welcome to the Ray Amanat Show, where, of course, I am your host, Ray Amanat. And I'm excited to have you as our viewers and listeners here to listen to me rant and talk about different things. A little bit about me. I've got over 43 years of coaching and mentoring experience working with thousands. Yes, that's right. I said thousands of people from anywhere from ages 5 years old all the way up to the active senior in their 70s and 80s. I want this show to allow access for you and all my former clients to be able to continue your journey of personal development and safety. I don't know if that was the appropriate sound effect, but hey, I'll go with it. Anyway, we will discuss current events in the news, Florida living, as we're based here in sunny Florida, of course. Love it here, hence the beach behind me. Take a deep dive into my book, Bully, Victim, or Hero, and top things off with a teachable moment. So we want you to learn as much as everything else here. First, let's remove this and add this. So, ladies and gentlemen, this show is an opinion-based show that does not reflect the views of any sponsors, affiliates, or any other networks affiliated with this production. So yeah, I'm an opinion guy. I speak out loud. If I hurt your feelings and you get a little butt hurt, there's no apologies here. If you don't like it, you can change the channel and go somewhere else. I try to be a common sense guy that talks on issues that affect each one of us on a daily basis, regardless of what age we are. I want to try to give you my input and hopefully help you along the way. Let's do some housekeeping real quick. If you want to email me comments, uh, if you like what I have to say, if you don't like what I have to say, yeah, email me. Tell me what you think. I'm not going to get hurt. I've got some tough skin over the years. You can email me at ray@heroesinactionnow.org. Again, that's ray at heroesinactionnow.org. All you got to do is Google Heroes in Action and I'll pop up. Hey, guess what? You can call us. I've got my work number at 727-314-2534 for those of you listening. If you want to get in direct contact with me, you can call my cell, which is 314-570-0243. We are getting a lot of phone calls and emails with regards to doing lectures and seminars for corporate events and schools. So if you don't reach me on one number, you can always get me on the other one. Go to our Facebook page. My personal Facebook page is facebook.com/ray.amanat.1, or you can also look up the Ray Amanat Show on Facebook and follow along. Just click like and follow. That would be wonderful. One more thing, if you go to our website, which will give you additional information about who I am and what we do, go to heroesinaction.us. Heroesinaction.us. So that's pretty much all of that. Let's get into the nitty gritty. So first, our first sponsor for this show, and let me pull up this slide for you. And that is unlimitedtoysforyou.com. I created this website, Unlimited Toys for You. That's the number 4 and the letter U, so that you can get toys or books or videos or anything that would help in the growth of your child to help with critical thinking and problem solving. So if you just go check out unlimitedtoysforyou.com and look at what we've got there, we'll be adding more toys from different locations after I've reviewed them, and I think that would be an asset to help in the growth of your child. So check out unlimitedtoysforyou.com. Just because I'm a big kid and I like to play with toys. Now, off of that, this is going to be our first segment that we call I'm Just Saying. This is going to be where I'm going to have a little rant on everything that's going on. I'm just saying. And the first part is a video of a doctor that is talking about the COVID shots. When COVID was around, I had my mom and other family members saying, Ray, get the shot. Ray, get the shot. Hey, guess what? I'm one of those that did not get vaxxed. That's a more appropriate time for me to play that. But I did not get vaxxed just because I didn't feel comfortable with something that hadn't been tested on lots of people and there wasn't a lot of information on there. There was a lot of doctors that have been silenced over the years that we've been dealing with this, that they said it was they're kook, they're nuts, they don't know what they're talking about. There's no science to it. Heck, even the Senate is interviewing a whole bunch of doctors that are saying our voices were suppressed through social media and media. They didn't let us speak our mind and show you the data that shows that you could have used hydroxychloroquine or producer W, what's the other one? Hydroxychloroquine, or it'll come to me, as a simple way to deal with the COVID virus as opposed to everything else that people want to. Let's bring this doctor in and see what he's got to say.
First time in human history that we have asked our metabolic machinery to make a non-human protein. This vaccine is not a vaccine, it's a genetic therapeutic. And it's telling our body to make a non-human spike protein. We've never done that before. What could possibly go wrong? We're now learning that this vaccine, so-called vaccine, neither prevents infection nor transmission, yet the CDC and the NIH and the FDA continue to recommend this product all the way down to 6 months of age. In my opinion, the vaccine program should be completely shut down, a thorough investigation launched into the safety and efficacy.
Yes, I agree with this doctor 100%. It should be shut down. You've got people falling over, dying, having heart attacks, having blood clots, having other issues. Let's see what else the good doctor has to say on another interview.
Was responsible for the suppression of information about early treatment. He was responsible for pushing a vaccine that was not fully tested and now has been shown to be ineffective, both from the standpoint of preventing infection and preventing transmission. And he was responsible for silencing doctors like myself and hundreds and thousands of others that tried to warn the public both that there was a treatment protocol to treat COVID and that the shot was unnecessary and often harmful. So unfortunately, I don't think there's going to be any consequences that he's going to have to face as he goes about his business with his government retirement pension, as he teaches, I think it's at Georgetown University. Dr. Fauci should be investigated, he should be prosecuted, and he should be in jail for his mishandling and his mismanagement of the COVID pandemic.
He most certainly should be. And given all that we know now, everything that's come to light, especially recently, one might suspect Fauci's in cahoots with, Big Pharma and wasn't actually looking out for American citizens' best interests when signing off on these draconian mandates. So yes, absolutely, he should be held to account. Also, I'd like to point out during this recent 2-day testimony, Fauci apparently didn't recall a lot of things that happened just, I don't know, 3.
Okay, enough about Fauci. He needs to be in jail for everything that he's done to all of us. Over 50% of the country pretty much got vaccinated, and 50% didn't. And it's just, and here's another part that kind of sickens me. If you need a surgery and you need blood, what if the blood the hospital gives you has somebody was donated by somebody that had the COVID shot? So now you're getting all of that stuff from their blood into your system, which can give you other complications down the road. Then there's this guy that has an answer to that solution, and I love this.
So what we do is we're focused on people who need to receive blood transfusions. So say, for example, you have a surgery scheduled, you may need a transfusion. What we would do then is we'd match you with a donor who is not mRNA vaccinated. And then we go through the process of lining that up so that when you arrive for your surgery, you have blood that's ready and waiting for you.
That's so wonderful. I think this is something that's overlooked potentially by a lot of people who have been able to remain unvaccinated. So I'm glad we're talking about this. It's so important too, because there is a clear difference between vaccinated and unvaccinated blood under a microscope. Can you tell us a little bit more about the real science of this?
Yeah, well, that was the thing that got us started, was a comparison of blood from mRNA vaccinated individuals back in 2021, right around August of that year. Now you can see there in that picture, that's what your blood should look like under magnification with a contrasting field behind it. And the blood cells are flowing freely. They're, they overlap a little bit, but they're not clotted. Mm-hmm. And then when we look at this next slide, that's everyone who are naturopaths that we're connected with in Europe looked at the blood. They came up with, that was the result, right? And when I started with Safe Blood, I wanted to know, well, of those slides that we've got on our website here showing this, what percentage of this is this severe cases we're trying to protect against? Is this 10, 20%? And the answer that came back was no. It was everyone who was examined who had any one of the mRNA shots. So that's what led to Safe Blood.
Now that blows me away, guys. Anyone that had their shots, if they give blood and you receive that blood, you're getting what's in their blood. And you can get the clotting and you can get all the other side effects that goes with that COVID shot. And what this gentleman and his foundation are doing, or they're making it to where they're finding people that are not vaccinated that are a match for your blood type, so that if you're going through a major surgery or if you need a blood transfusion or anything, you can go through his organization, get matched up, and get healthy, clean blood without any of the other stuff. I want to see if he's got anything more to add. Hold on.
Being founded the following month in September. And we knew there was going to be a problem. And now, of course, it's been well documented. And I don't mean just a problem because of the adverse reactions to the vaccine, but problems specifically from receiving blood from a vaccinated individual.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really, truly terrifying. I mean, we know this is a cause for concern because, as you just mentioned, we've seen photos of blood clots and cadavers of people who were vaccinated. But I think what's more disturbing is they have also been found in the deceased who were not vaccinated but did actually receive blood transfusions. Is that correct?
Yeah, it was the morticians who first sounded the alarm on that, because they were the first to notice there's this never before seen phenomenon of these long fibrinogen clots, running, sometimes multiple feet long, right, in a person's arteries or veins. But then they started seeing these anomalous cases, individuals.
Ladies and gentlemen, wake the cluck up. I don't have Clucky here right now because Clucky is he's with a friend of mine that's gonna create a t-shirt that's gonna say the Ray Amanat Show and wake the cluck up, America, with Clucky on the back of the shirt. So those will be available to order soon. But did you get that? They have cadavers from people that did not have the COVID shot, but did have a blood transfusion and got COVID from that blood transfusion, which could have led to their death. Wake the cluck up, America. Watch One America News. They're the only news station that I'm really watching that is covering this and giving the doctors that have all the data the platform to share with everybody. You have senators that are interviewing all of these doctors, not just from the United States, but from all of the world as well. And they're saying everything else that these two doctors are saying about not just COVID, but other vaccinations that have the same type of side effects that are harmful to our kids if you're vaccinating them, all the way through adults. We have to go to a break. So our next sponsor is Defenders Gateway. Let me cue them up real quick.
Defenders Gateway. We have created an amazing program to drive business to your door. Defenders Gateway app is the most unique way to honor and support our active military, veterans, active retired first responders, Gold Star, and fallen first responder families. Our goal at Defenders Gateway is to create a national network of businesses, Gateway partners, that offer honorary discounts to defenders. Our exclusive vetting process validates the defenders before they can use the app. No more stolen honor. We provide a seamless method of displaying discounts offered while directing defenders to your door. The Defenders Virtual ID presents a picture, current time and date, your store number or store picture, and the agreed location discount. Defenders Gateway is a unique and cost-effective program. Defenders Gateway.
And we're back. Thank you for that. And check out Defenders Gateway at their website. Bunka bunka. I will pull that up right now. You want to go to defenders-gateway.com for more information. If you're a first responder, if you're a vet, or somebody that's active in the military, you can download the free app and have access to all of the stores, businesses that are offering discounts to you for their products and services. So check out defenders-gateway.com for more information. All right, so we're going to go into a little thing called Florida Living. So we're here in Port Richey, Florida, but one of the things that just started, and I don't have the video queued up for this, but it's the Florida Strawberry Festival that is taking place February 28th all the way through March 10th of 2024. It's going to be in Plant City, Florida. They've got a full lineup of performers. Producer Debbie and I are actually going to go out there to look at Kirk Franklin, who's a gospel singer that's going to be performing Thursday, March 7th. But we're excited to check out the Strawberry Festival. So if you like strawberries, you want to see a lot of A-list entertainers, get some rides, get some carnival food, and look at a lot of the other vendors that are there, go to the Strawberry Festival in Plant City. It's a correction. It's February 29th through March 10th. And that is Florida Living, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk a little bit about the OBBM network, who is covering us on Rumble and iHeartRadio and a lot of the other social media sites. Here's a little something about the OBBM network. So we want to thank the OBBM network for carrying us, carrying our show. You can go to the obbmnetwork.com for a list of all of their other shows. It is a conservative, common sense network that has news platforms and other entertainment. So you can check out a lot of the other podcasts that they have. Just check out the OBBM network at their website, obbmnetwork.com. All right. Now we're going to get into our Mindset Minute. Now, with our Mindset Minute, that's everything comes out of this book that I had written a long, long time ago. Let me pull it. That's the book Bully, Victim, or Hero. It's pretty much an autobiography about my life and how I went from being a target of severe bullying to me becoming the bully and ultimately working on helping people be their own hero, whether it's a hero for yourself or a hero for others that can't stand up for themselves. That's the whole point behind this book and why I wrote it. So one of the chapters in the book is it okay to ask for help? This goes back to that word ego, or your pride. You're too proud to ask people for help. If you look at all of the heroes that you look up to, whether they're entertainers, rappers, singers, professional football players, hockey players, baseball players, they've all gotten help from coaches. They've all gotten help from other people to get to where they are, the status where they are. If you look at all the Emmy Awards and the Grammy Awards, when people win it, when they get up on stage and accept that trophy, they say, I would like to thank, whether it's my family or my producer or all of the people that were there to help them become the person that they were to achieve that trophy. So is it okay to ask for help? Yes, it's okay. You got to drop the ego. You got to not care about what people think or how people might look at you as a weaker person. I have had help pretty much throughout my life to get to where I am. Producer Debbie helps me out with this show to get the videos that I need and help put the format together so that we can bring you this format to help educate you on what's going on in our communities, in our country, and in our personal lives. So, is it okay to ask for help? Yes. If you are somebody dealing with a mental health issue, if you're somebody that is dealing with suicidal thoughts, drug addiction, or anything like that, don't be ashamed to ask for help. All of the people that are out there that you guys look at and idolize have been there, have hit those lows and got help in order to get to where they are. Robert Downey Jr. is a perfect example of that, dealing with alcoholism and drug addiction. And then once he started doing the Iron Man movies and started training, that changed his life around. And now he's the success that he is. So one of the things I want you guys to know, we've got, let me get this banner off so you can read everything. We've got the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-SAFE. 1-800-799-SAFE. So if you're dealing with anything at home, whether it's child abuse, spouse abuse, and you need guidance to get the right kind of help, please call them. We've got the suicide prevention hotline, and this isn't just for veterans, it's for everyone that's going through a lot of things in life. Our economy is not doing good. It's hard getting groceries, it's costing more, and you might say, I can't even provide for my own family, and you're thinking thoughts that aren't really good thoughts. If you need help, please call the suicide hotline at 1-800-273-TALK. Again, that's 1-800-273-TALK. And there's another thing that I'd like to say. You always hear the news media and everyone else say, if you see something, say something. All the schools that I work with, there was just an advertisement, or not an advertisement, it was an interview of, because there was a murder of a child at a school. And you have the teachers and the school counselors that are saying, if you see something, say something. One of the things I wish more TV shows, newscasters, and everyone would do is put up a phone number to Crime Stoppers USA, which you can give tips, anonymous tips, to crime that's happening in your community, your neighborhood, whether it's stores, schools. You see somebody that's bringing a gun to school. Call Crime Stoppers USA at 1-800-222-TIPS. That's TIPS, 1-800-222-TIPS. I wish there were more platforms that would just put these numbers out there so people can get the help. They can ask for help. They just don't know where to look. So again, we've got the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-SAFE. The Suicide Prevention Hotline at 1-800-273-TALK, or the Crime Stoppers hotline for Crime Stoppers USA at 1-800-222-TIPS. Don't be afraid to ask for help. If you want to talk to me, I've given you my information. You can email me, you can text me, you can call me. If I don't have the answers for you, and I've helped thousands of people over my 43-year career of teaching, if I don't have the answers for you, I'm going to tell you straight up, look, that's out of my wheelhouse, but let me introduce you to somebody that can help you. If you are dealing with something in your life that is over your head, out of your wheelhouse, that's when it's time to say, I need help. And you start searching for the professional in that industry that can help you with whatever's going on in your life. So again, is it okay to ask for help? Yes, it is. And I would like to, one more time, give you this little special effect. Well, let me get rid of this and bring in this. You can get Bullet Victim or Hero at Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, all of your major book publishing companies via online, or you can go to my website at heroesinaction.us and order the book from there. All right, what are we up to now? We need to, here's a question for you. I have to go to banners. Dun, dun, dun. And this kind of ties into Mindset Minute, but my question is, are you teachable? In order to take something that you want to get really good at, whether it's a physical skill or if it's doing a podcast show, I'm not the best, but each show that I do, I hope you guys see progress. I hope you see that I'll get better. I'll improve the lighting. I'll improve the set. I'll improve everything. get more cameras, and get it even more professional than what it is now. But in order to obtain a goal of something that you want to be able to achieve, you have to practice it 10,000 times. Thank you, Tom Pateri. I got that with the CDT organization. If you want to make something a reflex and a reaction and not a thought process, you have to practice that over 10,000 times. Get over 300 hours of practice to go from a beginner to mastery. So if I were to play the piano, practice playing the piano for 300 hours, I think I would get pretty good. I actually need to practice the piano. Right, Producer Debbie? All right. But I would like to that and the guitar or anything that you want to pick up. For me, with martial arts, trust me, I've put well over 10,000 plus hours. I've done everything over 1 million times to get to where I am as good as I am. So if you're teachable, you're coachable. When you have a coach, a basketball coach, is he going to say, hey, just go practice some free throws and you're done for the day? Or is he going to have you run back and forth on the court to work on your conditioning? Is he going to have you work passing drills? Is he going to say, do it again, do it again? Or she, it could be a female coach. But the coaches that constantly say, do it again, and make you go past what you would have done on your own, that's when you can achieve excellence. That's when you as an individual, if it's playing tennis or golf, or you as part of a team sport or as part of a band, the more time that you put into it, the more practice that you put into it, the more success you're going to get out of it. You all have heard the phrase, knowledge is power. That, for me, is an incorrect phrase. I can give you knowledge. You can go to my YouTube page and you look at the self-defense videos or the kata videos or anything that I've got on there. You can watch them, but that doesn't mean you can apply doing them, that you know them. So knowledge is not power. Applied knowledge is power. The ability to take what you learn and apply it in an under stress situation, adrenaline stress situation. So take what you do, whether it's your career or school or anything, and give yourself a pressure test. How well can you perform? Practice over and over again until you're performing at excellence in your mind and in other people's minds. So again, knowledge is power. It's the ability to apply that knowledge that gives you that power so that you can obtain your goals and successes. All right, everybody, that is it for me for this show. Thank you for being a part of our show. Please leave comments on our Facebook page and let us know what you think about the format. We're always available for lectures and seminars for schools, youth groups, women's groups, community or corporate events. Email me directly for information to give ideas for future topics and to discuss how we can help you as well. Let me put my email up there one more time so you guys have it. Well, here's the phone number. Dun, dun, dun. And here's our email. Once again, everybody, we appreciate you taking your time to watch the Ray Amanat Show. I'm just going to do this about 10,000 more times so that I can get this to be a rock and roll show. With that, let's bring a little rock and roll in. And take care, and as always, stay safe. Goodbye.